I've seen this kind of a rigging setup on more than one occasion in places where people go to practice rappelling. There's webbing, a quick link, a carabiner, and a rope. When I ask why the quick link, I'm told everybody knows you always use a quick link when you're using webbing and rope. Hi, this is Rich Carlson. Welcome to another episode of the Art of Rope Work here at Canyons and Crags. Today we're going to talk about always and never as it relates to quick links, bolt hangers, and bailout rings. So grab your gear and a rope and follow along. Quick link, screw link, rapid link, Mayon rapide, or just rapide. All are different names for the same thing. They are like miniature carabiners. We can use them as rappel rings for connecting a lanyard and certain types of gear to our harness, and a myriad of other uses. We should use a quick link or other type of a rappel ring as a metal interface when we are descending a climb or a technical canyon in situations where the webbing and the ring will be left behind. Using the metal interface reduces friction to make the rope pull easier and greatly reduces wear on the webbing, which means it won't have to be replaced as often. In the opening scene of this video, the quick link served no function. It is an unnecessary link in the system if your intent is to come back to the top, untie your rope, remove your gear, and take it all home. The carabiner should have been connected directly to the webbing without the quick link. I have also heard people say you must always use only certified quick links in all climbing related applications. Perhaps it would be better to say should use rather than must use. There are three common grades of quick links. Now this is my own terminology, but there's rated and certified, rated but not certified, and not rated or certified. Quick links that are rated and certified are usually made of stainless steel, like this one by Kong. It is marked with a minimum breaking strength of 40 kilonewtons, which is around 9,000 pounds. The price for this level of quality will run around $8 to $12. It makes sense to invest in good quality stainless steel quick links for permanent applications like connecting a lanyard to your harness. Leaving them behind as rappel rings is admirable, something more people should be willing to do. But for some reason there are people out there who will remove the nice stainless steel quick links and replace them with cheaper ones. So most of us have resigned ourselves to just using the cheaper ones. Those cheap ones, in the $2 to $4 range, include quick links that are rated but not certified. They are typically made with zinc-plated steel, but might also be made with stainless steel. They will be marked with either WLL or SWL followed by a number. WLL, for working load limit, refers to the manufacturer's design factor or design safety factor. For example, if they feel a safety factor of 4 is appropriate, a quick link with a minimum breaking strength of 4,000 pounds would be marked with a working load limit of 1,000 pounds. SWL, for a safe working load, is similar to working load limit but may be based on a safety factor dictated by a specific industry. On the bottom end of the quality scale are quick links that are neither rated or certified, made of zinc-plated steel with no markings or simply marked Made in China. Some are good quality, others are junk. So buying and using them is a bit of a gamble if you don't know what to look for. And by the way, the best size quick links to use for rappel rings are 5/16 inch or 8 millimeter. Ropes can bind in smaller quick links, and the additional strength of larger sizes is overkill for rappelling. On occasion, I've heard someone say you should never run webbing directly through a bolt hanger. You should always use a metal interface, like a quick link, to prevent the hanger from cutting through the webbing when it is loaded. Some time ago during a course, a student passed a rope directly through a bolt hanger. like this one, with the intent of using the friction created to lower someone. I pointed out that we never pass rope directly through bolt hangers. A few months later, I was involved in a discussion about bolt hangers that are specifically designed for ropes. Someone reminded me of my previous comment about never passing rope directly through bolt hangers. See, you should never say never. So, regarding webbing, let's not say never. Let's develop the ability to discern when it is okay and when it isn't. Here's an example of an old leaper hanger. They aren't being made anymore, and it is becoming very rare to find them on climbs or in canyons. Because of the thin metal and relatively sharp edges, you should not run webbing through them without a metal interface. Now here are some examples of wrap hangers. These are made by Metolius. It's okay to run your rope directly through these hangers, so it is certainly okay to run your webbing through them. No metal interface is necessary. So, what about these? The most common type of bolt hangers found on climbs and in canyons? Well, it depends. Modern manufacturing typically includes a tumbling process to soften the edges. If you are using them for rappelling, to be subjected to body weight only, it is rarely necessary to add a metal interface. But I'm not saying never. Inspect them. Check for sharp edges or burrs that could damage your webbing. If you are concerned, add a metal interface. The cost of a Quicklink is far less than the value of a life. I mentioned earlier that we should always use a Quicklink or other type of rappel ring as a metal interface when we are descending a climb or a technical canyon, in situations where webbing and the ring will be left behind. We looked at Quicklinks. Now let's look at rappel rings. Pictured here are two options. The ring on the left is a stainless steel ring made by Fixe, basically a stainless steel rod bent to form a circle, then welded. Its rated strength is 50 kilonewtons, which is more than 11,000 pounds. The ring on the right is a forged aluminum ring made by Omega Pacific. Its rated strength is 20 kilonewtons, which is more than 4,400 pounds. Omega Pacific states that these rings are not intended for repeated lowering because aluminum will wear out over time. Steel is a better choice if you want the rappel ring to last. The rings in this next photo are made by cutting a sheet of aluminum into flat donut shapes, then rolling up the edges all the way around to form a hollow tubular ring. Look closely at the photo and you can see the seam where the rolled edges meet. The walls of the tube are about 1 millimeter thick. These rings are definitely not intended to be left behind for long-term use. They will wear out quickly from repeated rope pulls. Once one wall of a ring wears through, your life will be hanging on a 1 millimeter thick piece of aluminum. These rings are made by a reputable company and are a quality product, assuming they are used as intended, as bailout rappel rings, not as long-term fixtures. Well, that's all for this episode. Let me leave you with this thought. Always be safe and never stop having fun. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you think it could benefit others, please share it on your favorite social media. Don't forget to check the description below for more resources. Thanks for watching.